Shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Racha, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. Double honors to my elder Aharawan Banya Sharala of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Salutations to the sincere Aki and pushing his truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Harab Banya Sharala, coming out of the Lions Den Camp here in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, today I'll be coming out with a little short lesson. I won't be before you too long, but without further ado, let's get right into it. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 1. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. So, as you know, Esdras was being told to measure the times diligently, meaning pay attention to what's really going on. See the signs, see the wonders, see the prophecies that are happening. And that's how, and then measure them by what the Most High has said. You measure these times diligently. And when you see part of these signs pass, which the Lord has told us before, verse 2, it says, Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So when we start measuring the times diligently, we start paying attention to the prophecies, we start seeing Esau push his agenda. They taking steps closer. Tensions are building up between these countries. World War III is on the horizon of happening. We're seeing uproars of the people. Earthquakes, diverse places, tempests, flames of devouring fire, and various other things that were spoken of in the scriptures. When we start to see part of these signs pass, then that's when we're going to understand that this is the very same time that the Lord said He's going to visit the world. You know what I'm saying? Which He made, and we see what's going on. Look at what's going on right now. They pushing the skibbity pap on people and says hey, ain't nobody getting the skibbity pap. You know, they going for other various means. To try to trap the people. Making the threats, throwing the mandates, and so forth and so forth. You know, it's only a matter of time for the MOTB is fully implemented. You know, and we're in the end. We're in the revealing. We're in the end times. But let's continue. This is verse 3. It says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So when we start to see earthquakes, uproars of the people, we're starting to see various things happening. We're starting to see signs in the skies, in the heavens, the Shemayims, you know. When we see these things, then we're gonna well understand that the Most High spoke of these things in the days of old, in the beginning. The Lord set these things up to happen, and this is how we understand. This is how this helps us. This is also how we measure the times by the things that are going according to Scripture. Verse 5. This says, "For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So like all things that are made in the world have a beginning, and an end. Well, the end is manifest, and we know the end by what? The prophecies that are taking place. Esau making haste, moving faster to try to push his new agenda. His fourth industrial revolution, where he makes the person the warehouse, where he ties the straw man to the actual person, you know, to the actual entity, you know. But let's continue. Verse 6, it says, Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and the signs. So even so the times of the Most High, the things that He made had plain beginnings, and He did many wonders, wonderful and powerful works in the earth, what I'm saying, and the endings and effects and signs, things happening. These various kingdoms have been taken down over time, um just a lot of different things have been going on right now. Tensions between the U.S. and Russia, with Putin and whoever his representative is, threatening what that is, nuclear holocaust or nuclear war. You know what I'm saying? And many various things. But this is how we know that the end is near and the end is manifest by the things that are happening and what we have seen and what we are seeing on YouTube, on the news, various uh, social media platforms, and so forth and so forth. But let's continue. Verse 37. So, like this is First Esdras chapter 4, verse 37. It says, "By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled." So the Most High has set everything up in measure. He has set everything up to do to move and happen in its time. He has numbered every event that is going to happen and that has happened in the earth. And the Lord is allowing these things to happen, and he does not move nor stir them, meaning he is not going to interfere or bother what he's already set in motion. He's going to let everything play out as it's supposed to. As it's supposed to. This is the Lord's doing. From us being woken up, what I'm saying, to this truth, to the various things that are going to happen. The famine of the word, the famine of actual food and water. Just look at the shelves right now. The trucks, what I'm saying, a shortage of truckers. These just various signs that are going to happen and has happened. And this is how we know that it is the end. This is how we know this is how we know how to measure the times, by what we have seen and what we are seeing. Let's grab a few more precepts real quick, and then I'm gonna close it out. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." So for the vision is yet for an appointed time. These things that have been set up by the Most High have yet, they have an appointed time to come to fruition. You know, and a lot of our people that think we just talking, they think we fools. But the vision is yet for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak. The prophecies of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai and the things that we have prophesied in the power and the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai in truth and righteousness, in the end which we are in Salakia, the end, these things shall speak and not lie. Look at what's going on. People are starting to feel the fire a little bit. They're starting to feel that we'll say that jostle, what I'm saying, that rattling of the cage. What I'm saying? But it says, "Though it tarry, wait for it." Though it may seem like it's waiting around or taking a long time, it says wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. The Most High's words are going to come to pass. He spoke it, he said it, he set it in motion. It is going to happen. So this is how we measure the times, by what we see. And we also use the scriptures to make sure everything lines up. So again, the things that are happening have been prophesied to happen and will continue to happen until the end. So with that, Shalom.